Good everyone, Organization. Today we have a a episode in the premium series as part of tanks. And well, you may have noticed that I've skipped the T14. Well, same as I've done with the plain premium series, I'm going to be doing the same with the tanks. I'm only going to get over the premiums that you can actually purchase and that I think are worth it. So I've done I've obviously done some changes with the lineups and obviously showing the vehicles off because well I have the bunny wagon and the not the pack wagon, the dirt wagon. The problem is that most of those vehicles are way too expensive for what they are. Such as I think the pack wagon's like 1,000, it's like 1,000 gaijin right now. And then the dirt wagon is somewhere in the 80 mark, and the bunny wagon is slowly increasing in price to the point where it's not worth it. So I figured if I do the same with this series as this part of the series, I should say, as the planes, it would make a lot less of a ball ache for people to actually look at the premiums in the game, look at the premiums in the video, and then obviously watch me play them and see if they're worth their time. So with me doing that, I've actually managed to cut down the series quite a bit. So there's going to be a lot less of tanks, that's for definite. But as you can tell, I've still kept some of the good ones, like all that. But there are some nations where I've had to cut out one. Like for the Japanese, I've cut out the Hargo Commando. I'm not driving that piece of crap again. And well, the GR shotgun I think is actually worth it, but you do need to buy the beginner's pack in order to get the most out of it. Then obviously we're just going through the nations, just collecting the vehicles as they go along and everything. But obviously we're not here to look at the other nations. We are here to see a German tank, and what better way to start us off with the Panzer II DAK, also known as the Desert Africa Corps Panzer II. So what are the differences between this and a regular tech tree Panzer II-C? Well, there it is. On your front glacis plate is that decal. That is literally the only difference. This decal right here. And also this really nice desert camouflage, which I have to admit really suits the tank. But of course, just to trigger Bertie that little bit, I've decided to put an American hat on the tank, because, well, why the hell not? He's probably going to give me a good ribbing in the comments for that, but no biggie. And obviously the other vehicle that we have in this is the Bunny tank, the SDKFC 140-1. This is a pack vehicle, but of course we're not here to see this today. So to avoid potential up tiers to 2.3, we're actually going to take out the bunny tank because well it's just easier. But for the most part, we're going to be keeping it as we can. But of course, I'm going to bring along the Tech Tree Panzer II because there's no difference between the vehicles. I just have a better career on this one, which is why you may see different stats and everything. But I'm looking forward to cutting down this series because, well, I did the same for the planes, and I'm so glad I did because it cut down so many planes that you can't get anymore, and it's just easier to do it that way. Fair enough, those vehicles are technically premium status, but I just don't see the point because the whole point for me in the premium series was to actually get the vehicles again in the video, but actually show them again and just say, is it still worth it? The problem is with event vehicles is that they are increasing in price to the point where it is not worth it. And I just decided that would be the best course of action for this time. And it's just far easier to do it that way than to actually have to deal with doing event vehicles and normal premium vehicles. So I hope you understand that. Anyway, I've blabbered on that much. We've actually got into a game. Go me. But yeah, this is what I wanted to like bring along and everything. This is what I wanted to bring up, and I hope you appreciate that. Because well, there's no point in me making changes and then not telling you. That's just silly. But even so, good old Panzer II. Nothing wrong with them, except for the fact that they are a wee bit overpowered. Okay, so who are we fighting? Americans, the Russians, British, and the French. Not Not bothered about that. I mean, well, we are in a very appropriate area for this tank, because, well, Desert Africa Corps. Although Bertie will probably put the German, like, how you would put it in German. Even though I think it's very similar to how you would say it in English, but I think it's just the K stands for Corps in K-O-R-P-S. He'll probably say that in the comments. As well as the American hat on the top of the tank. As well, I did that deliberately just to piss him off. But you never know, it may just work. So we're going to head along to one of my favourite spots, which you may remember from the Puma and the Ju-87G battle that we did. One of my favourite spots this is. And with this 20mm, we should be able to take out the majority of enemy tanks. Oh shit! That gave me a heart attack. That gave me a fucking heart attack. I just looked to the corner of my eye. Well, I just see in the corner of my eye a frickin' armoured car. Jesus Christ. Let's go for a quick reload. And there's an LVT swimming in the water. Fuck me, that gave me a heart attack. We've got quite a few enemy tanks coming down here. I want to kill the Frenchman first, because, well, it would only make sense. Oh my god, there's actually more of them. I'm gonna wait till you go by. Like that. Then swing the turret round. Come on, Hans. Come on, Hans. I've paid you enough. That should have been enough, but we can just MG the back. There we go. Yeah, you may have noticed I actually have a talisman on the Tech Tree Panzer II. You may remember that video. Yeah, even though that is technically cheaper by a third, I still recommend picking up this tank if you're new to German tanks, because, well, it's cheap, it's cheerful, and it's fun, and that's a T-28. Jesus, hellfire, that's a lot of artillery. Yeah, he doesn't seem to like me at the moment, does he? Right, let's give him a burst of 20. Good hits. Now this is the, I think this is the KWK-30 cannon? Yeah. This is the slower firing cannon of the 20mm series that Germany has. Right, I see him coming from the left, so that's why I'm going for a reload. That's another AMD. I think this might be our death here. Now I know that French tank behind me is not that big of a threat. Still needs to be dealt with. We're probably going to die here. Come on, give me a bit more power. We might just get away with this. Yep, we're good, we're good. We're very lucky, because while Hans in the front, in the driver's seat, is, well, he eats shrapnel for breakfast, so it's fine. But we did lose our loader, technically speaking. Oh, but Joe, you lost the gunner. Yeah, I know, lost the gunner, but now the loader becomes the gunner, so I'm classing it as that. Right. I don't think they like me very much. That's for certain, and my team is getting flanked and spawn camped. Ah, I was eyeing them up. I was eyeing them up. God damn it. Well, the team looks like they're pushing back. Oh god, they've got the cone tank. We've lost. If no one understands that, then I'll explain some other time. I don't think we can pen him at this range. Oh, we can. I love how most of the shells ricochet though. Yeah, they don't seem to like me. Right, I'm gonna head towards the A point to get myself another crew member, because if we take another hit, we're dead. And they're catching the A point. Shit, okay. Fine by me, we'll head in. I mean, I've already had a heart attack around here almost, so it don't hurt. Oh, hello there! You're still capping though. He's probably going to be around this church on the left-hand side. Let's do an old trick. So we can't actually see through that. Right, you're friendly. If you wasn't, I'd be shitting myself right now. I'm being shot in the arse. Oh, hello. I'm gonna die here. Oh, thank you. In a more serious note, how did he fuck that up? That's a big bomb. This is not the place to stop and get myself a spare retard, is it? Oh, that's a swordfish. Oh no, he's coming back around and he appears to be pissed off at me. Die. Jesus Christ. Well, we're somehow still alive, even after all this shit. Is that more bombs? It better not be. We've already been bombed, artillery, shot, machine gunned, shot in the arse by machine gun, you name it. We've been pretty much everything in this game, but Panzer II is still holding up, so there's that benefit. Right, he just died on this flank to a BT-7. That concerns me, because, well, a BT-7 is a bloody good tank. It's gonna be the next Townsend series we'll probably do. Right, come on then. Go on then, little Panzer II. Holy shit balls! If only he'd have said that a fraction of a second earlier. I need to reload and I need to back up. Holy fuck! I came around that corner to half a frickin' battalion. There we go, that's him dealt with. Oh, that's a big boy. Can I bring the gun up any higher? Hold on. I'm gonna try a bit of Joe's bodging. I know he's already dead, but it's still worth the fun. Classic bodge job, that's how you do it. Please tell me that was the last of his crew members. Nope, that was. How many kills are we on? Fucking hell, 14! I feel bad. Oh, that one bounced. Okay, we're pretty okay here. Oh, I feel dirty. I really do feel fucking dirty. Blame the Germans for making such a good tank, alright? Well, obviously he's going to be waiting for us. Come on. Oh, yep, that was important. We're very lucky to be alive. I don't know how we didn't die from that. Yeah, we should have died from that. Okay, he's dead. Obviously we can't get another spare retard, so we're kind of in a bad spot. And we can't go over this bit, because that is deep water. You can only go over that in an amphibious. This poor tank has taken a pounding. Still, this tank will only ever pass one test in its life now, and that's the emissions test, but that's a whole different story. Good old Volkswagen. Although Volkswagen didn't make this tank. But I still love to make that joke about German vehicles and their emissions test and scraping by because of a chip in them. But we'll gloss over that. Yeah, this enemy team is dead. Light AA Mark 1. That's the... Is that the British one? The Vickers... What used to be the Vickers Mark 6? I can't fucking remember. There's that many freaking tanks now. Oh well. 14 kills, 1 cap, 1 assist, somehow still alive. That's how you do it. And I'm 38 points off my Tiger 2 105. Because if you didn't know, if you did research or start researching the vehicle before the vehicle was removed, you get to keep it. So that's why the Tiger's there. So yeah. Not a bad result if I do say so myself, although a bit clubby is all I will say. But yeah, not a bad result is all I'll say. So yeah, the Panzer II DAK is definitely worth it. It's just such a fun little tank, and well, it's cheapest. Like it's either this or a cone of chips down at Seaside. As much as I love the chips, it's always nice to have fun with a tank, isn't it? Although it would be nice if I could go down and get a tank for £1.50. That would be nice, but even so. But anyway, I'm going to let you guys off. I hope you enjoyed today's video on the Panzer II as part of the Premium series. And well, the next one, I know Hairy Feet's going to enjoy it. It's the Bunny Tank. I'll see you all on the next one.